Georgia Northwestern Technical College uses a standardized syllabus format where certain sections can be created by the instructor to reflect the instructor's policies and procedures when conducting the course. To access the syllabus generator on the GNTC homepage, www.gntc.edu, select Faculty and Staff Resources at the bottom center of the screen. So if you scroll to the bottom, you'll find this option. Now, if you're working on a GNTC campus, select GNet2 among the green tabs listed on the page. If you're not on campus, scroll to the bottom of the page and select GNTC Web VPN. And that will give you access to the GNet2 system. Now, the username and password for no matter which method you use is the same as your sign-in for your email, or if you're using Blackboard, it is your GNTC email address and whatever you've reset your password to be. I defaulted immediately into this, into GNet2. I already had it open. Once in GNet2, select Course IDS, which is the program that generates and creates GNTC syllabi. Then, in the blue box in the middle of the screen, select the discipline and course number. In this case, for this sample, I am going to look at the English 1101 homepage. Then select Continue. Next, select Syllabus Management, Create, Edit, Print a Syllabus. Notice that it will default to the current semester or the upcoming semester, in this case fall of 2019. I'm going to select Continue. You've now entered the screen containing all of the sections of the course we're offering for a chosen semester. Find your name in the right-hand column and click on the course number, also known as the CRN. So scrolling through, I've already created my syllabi, and once you've created your syllabus, it will show up in the larger green box, which makes it easier to find amongst the other the boxes on the page. So your name is here down the right-hand side of the page, and this right-hand column, and then you'll find the CRN numbers here. I'm going to select one now. What we're about to see is going to look a little bit different from what you will see if you're creating a syllabus from scratch, and that's primarily because I've already completed mine. But I'm going to point out to you the particular fields that you can edit and what you need to do to create your syllabus. So I'm going to select View, and it defaults to this particular screen. Now this screen has several different command options, but if we scroll down, you will see the syllabus is already created for you in large part. Okay, there are certain fields though that you must alter. For example, if you're an adjunct faculty member, it will automatically, for office hours, it should say by appointment. For those who are full-time employees, you will need to create your office hours, and there is a place to do this here under the syllabus fields. Okay, and these are required. So add, edit, office hours. You select that particular field, and you go in and you actually select the hours and which will be present in your office. Once again, that's only for full-time faculty members. There's not the expectation that adjunct faculty keep specific office hours. So that should once again be populated with the phrase by appointment. The particular fields that you must alter, that you must add information to, include textbook, instructional strategies. So here's where the textbook field is. Instructional strategies. If we continue to scroll, here's instructional strategies, and you select Edit to add information. Attendance policy and additional course requirements. Select Edit to add information to this area. Resources, references, and supplies. Select Edit to add information to this area. And finally, evaluations, and this explains how your grade, your grading is set up. Everything else on this syllabus is already generated, and once again, it's consistent, at least throughout a particular discipline, a particular course. So, for example, it already populates when the class meets. Prerequisites, it includes the description from the catalog, the competencies and objectives that are established at the state level for this particular course. And then after the information, you do have the option, by the way, of adding additional information. For example, I normally add information about cell phone usage and that kind of thing right here, and my plagiarism policy. But the rest of this is provided automatically. Okay. And then at the very end of the screen is the student guide, and we'll get to that in just a second. To add a textbook, select Add Edit Textbook, and usually the first option is the default option. So here in this green section, this light green section, we have for English 1101, we of course use on OERs, our online resources, our free resources. There is a reader, and then there is successful college composition, which is the rhetoric text. So all you simply do, and I'm not going to do this again because it will just duplicate the information I already have, but you just click on that particular option, and since I already have it, I don't have the option of adding it, but you will have. And you just simply click on this, and then when you go back to the syllabus, the two textbooks should appear here next to textbook. Okay. As for the rest of these particular fields, you have the option, you select edit, and then you type in whatever you want to say about the instructional strategies that you're going to use in the course, for example. Now you do have one other option for creating your syllabus if you're not going to create it from scratch, and that is, you'll notice at the very top, one of the first commands that you have is copy from existing syllabus. So if you select this particular command, you have the option, if you have permission from the instructor, and most instructors I know are quite happy to help you out if you need this help, but if you want to actually copy those particular fields from any of the instructors who are currently teaching the course or who have taught it in the past, all you have to do is scroll through there, find the instructor's name, find the term, and select to copy. And once again, those same particular fields, the fields for instructional strategies and grading and so forth, will be copied from a previous course or a current course if the course has already been created this semester. Now you can, to make sure that you have the right course, you can select View Syllabus first and then return and copy it. Also, if you've taught the course in the past, you can return to a previous syllabus and copy what you had, so you're not duplicating again or duplicating your effort. You can copy a syllabus that you've already created in a previous semester. All right, I'm going to use the back arrow to return to our syllabus at the top of the screen. And the other thing that you must do is create a student guide. Now, once again, my student guide is already created because I did this a little bit earlier, but you again have the option to click here and find a student guide from a previous semester and copy it, or from another instructor. Now, notice that when you do copy your syllabus, it does not automatically copy the syllabus's student guide. So you have, this is a separate entity, so you have to create that. But if you select this, then you have the option of click here to copy, or you can go in and here in this yellow screen, there's certain procedures that the English department and certain particular methodologies that the English department has agreed upon for a given semester. In this case, for English 1101. For example, you should have a minimum of this is a reminder to instructors. It does not appear on the student's copy of the syllabus. You have to have a minimum of 4 writing assignments, formal writing assignments. The first one should be completed by week 4. In a 15-week session, the first writing assignment is due by week 3. In a 10-week session, first writing assignment is due by week 2, and in one of the shorter sessions, one of the shorter semesters. and then we commit to our students to have their formal work graded within 2 weeks. Okay, so any type of kind of methodology that the English department has standardized will appear here in a yellow box under the student guide as a reminder to the instructor. Now, your student guide may be as specific or as general as you like. There are some people who tend to use units instead of weekly assignments. I always personally begin by saying this is tentative, subject to change. You know, the way that you can keep current with assignments is to be in class, and then of course to check with the instructor. So but you can edit each of these fields. Notice that there is a display order, so the number is important because the number here will indicate for a particular row where that will fall in the guide. Or you can, again, copy from an existing guide. When you're finished, select View Syllabus, and then you'll have your syllabus in its entirety. Now, to download and to create a copy of this and download it to your computer, you have two options. The first, create accessible PDF of syllabus for delivery via Blackboard. If you have any type of Blackboard presence, whether it be a web-enhanced course, a hybrid course, or an online course, you must use this Create Accessible PDF version as we comply with federal standards for students with disabilities. However, for distribution in a face-to-face class, most of us prefer to create a non-accessible PDF to create hard copies for handouts, because this is actually just a more attractive format. It does include the school logo and so forth. And so this shows you what the final version will look like. And then, of course, you have the option of here in the upper right-hand corner using the download feature and downloading the file to your syllabus, to your computer.